Welcome to Halloween. Welcome to Halloween. It is lovely this time of year. You love him? I love him. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween with him. Say hi. Say hi to the wolf man. Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's amateur hour with my face paint. I got the $2 face paint, so there it is. It doesn't really coat as good as I wanted it to, but I got my Universal monster motif going on because we're going to talk about Universal monsters and what I've collected, and I'm excited. It's Bela Lugosi. It's a black and white bobblehead of Bela Lugosi. Yee. Happy fall, guys. I'm excited about fall. I'm excited about showing you my Universal monsters and my skeleton outfit, which I have right now. Yay, it's all skeletal. I'm excited. All right, here's Bela Lugosi. That's one of the things I got. I'll show you the banks I got first because I got some Universal banks. I've been collecting Universal monsters for a while now. I want to make sure all of it stays up here. Alright, so this is a creature from the Black Lagoon Bank. Ooh, scary. So scary. I love the banks. They made the banks and they're really cool, so I like these a lot. Let me put them in the background, far in the background, far in the background. Yes, okay. I got my Universal Monster Bride of Frankenstein bank. Ooh, she's scary. I love her hair. I dressed up as her one time for Halloween. It was fun. But they have a little bank slot in the back. So they're banks. Yay, Universal banks. They're fun. I put them around everywhere. It's like I have statue busts. That's how well they're done. So they are plastic, but they look like statue busts. Here is my Frankenstein one. Frankenstein's awesome. You guys like watching the Universal monsters around Halloween time? Yeah, I want to watch the Universal monsters. I love them. I love all the movies. It's a fun watch, and it's my way of being spooky. I love the spooky time, and we make popcorn and we watch it. And I love all of those movies. So I got some of the Funko Pops too, because we're Funko Girly-girl. So being a jack of all trades, we're gonna get the Funkos out there. This is from Walgreens. It was the Walgreens one. Bride of Frankenstein. She's so cool. I love her. And I got Frankie. This was also from Walgreens exclusive. And he's got a little flower he's holding. What do I want to do? This is Invisible Man with his bandages on and his glasses. He was Walgreens too. Walgreens did a really good job on the Universal monsters and having them. Bride of Frankenstein again without the creature from the Black Lagoon one. This one's a really cool Funko Pop. I like how they did him. It's a up the back. Yeah, he's a cool Funko Pop. Another really good Universal one. He's detailed. Yeah, Dracula. His cape. I love him too, Dracula. Mwah. And the Wolfman. Thank you, Walgreens, for doing all the Universal monsters. That was fun. I'm going to show you my minis now. Little Bride of Frankenstein minis, because you can get the minis. Dracula mini. The Mummy. Boris Karloff mummy. Named the dog Karloff. Had a Labrador, named him Karloff. Eee, Karloff. The gray, black and white one. Mummy. We have Frankenstein. We love you, Frankenstein. I have the creature from the Black Lagoon. This is the black and white one. The mini is really good too. Look at that. Up close. Pretty cool. You gotta love the creature from the Black Lagoon. A lot of makeup artists like making him as like one of their first figures to make. He is in color. Because his face is just really monstrous and nice and kind of a cool way to make things. And we got Wolfman. Lon Chaney Jr. I heard he was dancing with the Queen and his hair was perfect. Okay, I'm not sure of him. But I know he was probably in a Universal Monster movie.
Was he in the Mole Man?
I don't know what he is. I have no idea, honey.
I think he was the Mole Man, wasn't he?
Apparently husband thinks he's the Mole Man. But if you know, put in comments below. He's a Universal Monster. And I have another Dracula. This is one where he's holding the candelabra. So those are all my little minis. And my Funko Pops. And my banks. Some bobbleheads. I got another bobblehead here. The Wolfman.
Yes, he's the mole people.
He's from the Mole People?
Yes.
Then we've answered our question. He's from the Mole People. And there's the Wolfman.
And it is Universal.
Yay, Universal! I have to watch that one. I don't know if I've watched it. Have you seen that movie? I don't know if I have. I've seen a lot of Universal Monster movies, but I don't know if I've seen the Mole Man one. Okay, hold on. We're going to pause for a second. I have been collecting monsters for a long time because I like horror figures. I love scary movies. I like the feeling of fall. I like everything that goes along with fall. I'm going to be showing you some of my most favorite collector items I've done now because Neca makes some really cool scary stuff. But so these guys, you know who they are. Oh, we're getting a glare. Oh, there we go. They are from the Season of the Witch, from Halloween 3, when the kids that had to put on the mask, and they have that weird annoying song like dun, 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 dun. And they had the countdown to Halloween, so you had to put on the mask. There's the TV where the kids would watch, and then they have the separate masks that come with it, and then they have the kids all dressed up in the mask outfits. And at a certain hour, the masks were supposed to do deadly stuff, and then so they were supposed to try to stop the masks from doing this to the kids. I love this one. Thank you, Neca, for bringing this out because this has been a long time coming. I like the Halloween 3 movie. I know it's a vast difference from the Michael Myers movies, but it's so creepy. It's done so well that you like get that creepy feeling, you know, and they had like robots in them as people and stuff, and it's like a bunch of weird stuff all slammed together. It reminds me of Phantasm. Phantasm was amazing. That's an amazing movie because it just gives you the creepy willy ooby jooby feelings. And yeah, I think the town that Phantasm was shot in and the cemetery scenes and some of the houses that they have in the towns. When he went into the old fashioned shop and he's looking at the old postcards in Phantasm, that's some of the best scary movie scenes of the whole movie, I think, in my personal opinion. And the tall man, of course. And when the tall man lifted the casket all by himself and threw it in the back of I was like, oh. They're dealing with somebody heavy duty right now. And nobody can do that. But that was, yeah. I loved Phantasm. And then this. I love this creepy movie too. The whole factory scenes and kind of like the way the town is designed is in movies is part of the scare factor for me. That's really big. When you design like a really spooky town, but yet it's like the American town of all across America. But they kind of do it up where it's all kind of creepy. This town scene shots are my favorite. I just don't know. That makes me happy. The factory scene shot, the town shots, the kids trick-or-treating door-to-door shots. That makes everything, in my opinion, magical. Because it reminds me of my small town. And how during Halloween, everybody trick-or-treated and everybody participated. I'm going to give you our town church. You know, they have all the church people who don't like Halloween and stuff. Our town church was the one who did the haunted house and a lot of the spooky stuff. And that was my childhood. That's what I grew up with. I know it's different for everybody, but my church was like, hey, look, you come feel the spooky stuff in the jars and stuff. You know, they had like the games that the kids would play and everything. And they had the big old plastic suits that I was all tied up in and the plastic mask and then awesome stuff. Just memories last a lifetime, awesome stuff. And I used to go house to house and the people used to actually make like handmade like stuff to give out, like popcorn balls and cupcakes and stuff like that. So I remember that from my small town, and those are the fond memories I will always have of Halloween and getting to know my community during Halloween, because during Halloween time is like the best time to learn to know your community. You're going house to house to know these people. Yeah, it was fun. I had a blast. And my school parties were a blast too. We used to do everybody turn in a circle, and we had old records that would play like Halloween music, and the moms always overdid it and overloaded us with treats and stuff like that. We were always sugar loaded by the end of the day, but who cares? What, like, these memories will last my lifetime and they're awesome. So I love Halloween, and I happen to love these scary movies too. Alright, I'll show you some of my Neca figures, because those are the bestest figures. Okay, so this is like one of the pieces I've wanted for a long time, and I am so glad that Neca did this piece, because before I didn't know where you could go get him. Like, I'm sure specialty shops had him a while back, but I missed out on it, so I really wanted this figure so bad. This is American Werewolf in London. Oh my gosh, this werewolf is amazing. Look at how red his mouth is. Like, you know he's ready for action, and he's had a fresh kill. he's awesome. This is the scariest werewolf movie. It scared the poop out of me. And the scenes that were really even scarier, like the monsters weren't even in it, but there was a scene with the whole subway scene where he's chasing the guy through the subway. Yeah, that's creepy. And the transformation scene, the makeup art with the transformation scene where he becomes a werewolf is amazing too. And this is just like he's a giant bear wolf. It's almost like he's a bear because he walks on all four, and he's bear size. And yeah, I call him the bear wolf because he looks like a bear wolf. He's just huge like a bear. And so that was the makeup artist our artistry they chose for werewolf on that one. And the thing about werewolf movies I like is everybody makes a variation on the werewolf when they make a werewolf movie. So it's their kind of interpretation of what a man wolf would be if you got changed into a wolf, what it would be. And you start off with the earliest, like Lon Chaney Jr., and he's like in his suit still, kind of got clothes on still, and he's furry, and he's got the face human face kind of thing, and he looks like that. But this was total animalistic change when they went into the werewolf in London. And yeah, you don't see much man here at all really animalistic. And then one of the best, I think, transformations ever for werewolf movies was the howling. And the whole scene in the I think it was a schoolroom or a classroom, and he changes right there in front of that. Yeah, that's creepy. So werewolves have always kind of creeped me out and scared me a bit. This one's awesome though. Look at him. And I wanted the werewolf in London one a lot. And I love that they play the Creedence Clearwater revival song while he's changing. I see the pale moon rising. Yeah, anyway, love that movie. Love everything about it. Here it is in Tiny Toons. They made it in a Tiny Toon. So Tiny Toons are horror movie characters that they kind of make it look cartoonish. But here he is in that one, and I love this one. I love that one too. There he is. This was the Tiny Toons.
Toonie Terrors.
Toonie. Okay, I said Tiny Toons. It's Toonie Terrors. So correction on that. Toonie Terrors. But they make them look like cartoons. So, yeah. They're cartoony looking. So I like those. I collect the Toonie Terrors too. And this was Elvira. You gotta love Elvira. She's amazing. She's hilarious. She's amazing. She does a lot of things in the 80s and introducing movies. And look at her. She kind of moves this one. I think this is my Toonie Terror one. I love her. Elvira. Okay, now we're going to Universals. So I got the Neca Universal black and white creature from the Black Lagoon, and he is amazing. Love it. Love the creature from the Black Lagoon. See, this is the one all the makeup artists practice when they make monsters, because look at him. I mean, he's a cool monster. He's so cool. He's got his frills, and then he has this little nose that's real fish-like, and like you could say like Lovecraftian, because Lovecraft really didn't like fish things. And of course our lovable, caring, tall, dark, and handsome Frankenstein from Neca. This space mouse stuff is starting to itch my nose. And if I itch my nose, I know it's not going to look right. Yeah, it wasn't the bestest face paint. I bought like $2 face paint, so it didn't go on as thick as I wanted. But that's what $2 gets you guys. This is it. We gotta love our Frankenstein. Mary Shelley and Frankenstein. I love Frankenstein. Tall, dark, and handsome, dude. And you got Bela Lugosi. This one recently came out. They didn't do Bela Lugosi's image for a long time because it was like not allowed to do it. So when they started doing the Bela Lugosi imagery, what did I do? I went out and I'm like, I'm gonna buy that. I need that. I've needed Dracula for a long time now. Thank you guys for having it released. Look. I mean, it looks like him. I'm excited. I love Bela Lugosi. Named my other dog, my other Labrador, Lugosi, because I love Karloff and Lugosi. So I had a Karloff, a Labrador. He was chocolate lab. And Lugosi was the black Labrador. And it was very appropriate. It looked just like Bela Lugosi. I love him. This Neca figure is like precious to me because I couldn't have Bela Lugosi's image for a while, so this is a precious one. Yeah, you gotta love that one. Alright, and then talking about Karloff. We got the Mummy. This was when Boris Karloff did the Mummy. You guys gotta love Universal Monsters. I mean, come on. Right? You gotta love them. And if you're not showing your kids the Universal Monsters and the history of cinema, I'm wondering why. In the back of my head, I'm wondering why not do that. Show your kids, show the history of what cinema was and how awesome, and it's awesome it was. I know some people are like, well, they're boring now, they don't really hold up. I disagree. Your basis for all your stuff comes from these guys. And you see a zombie in there. I see a zombie face in there. Come on. If you were to, yeah, your basis for your zombies. Here he is. He's your basis. And I love Karloff. Okay, I got him recently. Because he was a recent release, but oh my gosh, guys. Look at that. Look at this. This comes with different heads and stuff, but this is the Phantom of the Opera. And you know, I didn't know he was completely cranium bald, but now I know. Now I know. He was really bald. I saw the silent film of this too. They did like a silent version. And then like, yeah, then the Universal version. I love this version. And I love the makeup in this. This man was tortured for this makeup. Tortured. Yes. Great movie. You want to see a really good, scary, and then appreciative of history and stuff. Phantom of the Opera is that. Real good appreciation for history, and they make great plays too. So this is a great play. Go watch that play with your kids and get some appreciation. And oh, okay, so this is the color version of one of my favorites. This is The Bride of Frankenstein. Favorite. She's my favorite. Her hair, everything about her. The bird-like motions that she had when she was looking around. I love her so much. And she doesn't have much of a scene in the movies, but she was highly impactful. So this is a star made from just a small snippet of the film, and she's so highly impactful. Most people think she had a whole film of her made. That's how impactful she was. But really, it's not that much of a scene in the movie, and she's in a small part of it, but she was that impactful. You gotta see The Bride of Frankenstein, guys. That's a great movie. And there she is again. This is when she's all wrapped up in the mummy stuff. Yeah. Oh, her arm just fell off. Oh no. She's back. Yay! Yay, Neca figures. Yay. Okay, I'm missing a hand here. But I got from another Universal. And if you're celebrating Halloween, I would encourage you watch some of these old Universal movies and see how much fun you have. It's a lot of fun. You need a popcorn and get out the movie. This is a Invisible Man, and there he is with his drink before he takes the bandages off. I'm thinking about getting one of those figures where he has all the bandages off, but we'll see if they'll make that. It's a daring feat to make an Invisible Man figure, and actually people buy that and go, "Oh, I have a figure." It's mostly invisible. And then here's the Wolfman. Wolfman. Yeah, gotta love Lon Chaney Jr. So you know what I'm talking about? Different types of werewolves. You have a fully dressed werewolf here, and it didn't even rip his pants. They're cuffed at the bottom. he's got his shirt fully on, no hair coming through. When he changed, he kept everything together. And then I got another. This goes with my wolf. Toonie Terrors, my wolf. You want to talk about zombie? Woo! Then of course I had to get a giant creature from the Black Lagoon. Isn't he cool? I got this one at a Comic-Con convention type of thing where they were selling old toys and vintage old toys, and I got him. He's so cool. Universal monster toy. 14-inch action figure with 14 articulation points. Yay! Yay! Am I gonna take him out of the box? No. No. He's mine. Do you see this behind me? Isn't that cool? That's like a scene from the movie in a statue form. I was going to show you some more of my scary stuff because it's Halloween theme time. And I thought I'd show you some of the best Funko Pops I thought that Funko did, and why I think they're the best. We're going to be talking about Killer Clowns from Outer Space. This is the newest one. It was at my Spirit Halloween store. And she's getting all cocooned up in the cotton candy. And this one says it's Bibbo with Shorty in a pizza box. The Shorty's in the pizza box and he's shooting the lady. I think these are the best Funko Pops because of the shape that they are. They're not just like your rounded face with the black eyes. They've actually designed the look of the clowns to look exactly like they did from the movies. I mean, they sculpted that face. Those are sculpted. This is spiky. I think these are going to be quite good in the future. I would go grab yourself some Killer Clowns from Outer Space Funko Pops. I just think they are so well done. Here's Shorty. Love it. I love it. Here's one of the newer ones I got. It's Baby Clown. It's coming out of the popcorn bucket. Yeah, I love this one. I love these. They're sculpted so well. I mean, Funko decided, I'm just not going to give them a round face and some black eyes. I'm going to actually sculpt the faces of what these things look like, because really that's what Killer Clowns is about, is the shapes of these clowns are very odd and weird looking, so they come from outer space. Look at that one. I mean, and for some reason the black eyes that Funko gave these makes them a little bit more creepier in my opinion. Look at those. It's amazing. These Killer Clowns are amazing. I got this one was a 2019 fall convention exclusive, and that's slim. And the one I need, there's one right now that's at Funko, and I don't know if it's been released yet, but I need to get that one too. So slim. So I want to tell you, I really love the style that they came up with in Funko Pops of the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I love the song too. I love the song is amazing from that era. But I mean, as way of shaping and sculpting and everything, they did these good. Funko Pop, you did these justice, and you did them good. And you can't say that for a lot of other Funko Pops that are like movie related or stuff, because a lot of them, they don't keep the shape of people's faces and stuff, but they did it for the Killer Clowns, which I was highly impressed with. So that's the reason why I collect the Killer Clowns. I have other Funko Pops that are horror too, but really love my Killer Clowns collection. Thought I'd show you those too. Now I thought I'd show you some of the more sophisticated, more detailed stuff that I bought, and nobody does more sophistication, more detailed stuff than Sideshow. So I got the Court of the Dead, which came out and was really popular on the convention centers like 2000, I want to say 17 or 18. And they built a life-size Court of the Dead for the convention and everything. But I bought some of those figures. And they're these are my more highly detailed figures. But they are part of my horror genre. Love of horror, love of makeup and artistry. Look at these little guys. Aren't they cool? On the sides. Just the little details that Sideshow does. And she's wearing a crown, but the crown is the pelvic bone of someone. And there we go. I just love, and it's different. Like she's almost feels like porcelain. I swear she does. But there's other media in with it, like resin, like her skirt's from resin. This hat's a resin. This is a resin kind of thing. But her alone, she feels more like a porcelain. So it's a mixed media statue. So I have that one.
The Court of the Dead.
Court of the Dead. I have her. She's Killer of Valkyries. Because she's got in her hand the wing and a dead Valkyrie on the bottom there. And she's holding her up. And then her beautiful headdress. She's her long sword. But she's a Valkyrie killer. I love how it goes from the ombre of the red into the flesh colored. It's just beautiful. I mean, they do that to her feet too. Colors on her feet. And then there's the dead Valkyrie there. Handed it over to husband. And then we got one of my favorites. I'll just hold it. That's her. She has her skeleton style face that goes up into a headdress. I believe this is like the mystical witch one. But she has like her staff. She's holding the green flame. And they did try to make the Court of the Dead into like a game too, like a board game thing. And I have a Court of the Dead booklet that tells almost all the different types of figures and who they are. But I just thought these were amazing statues, and the details in them are just amazing. So that's why I bought those. Oh wait, you gotta see the back. She's got a, oop, there goes her stuff. She's got a skeleton kitty in the back. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. The details are amazing on these. I love looking at these statues.
I'll put it back on.
You gonna put it back with her? Yeah. All right, thank you, husband. Anyway, I've showed you some of my stuff. It's not all of it. I do have quite a few horror figures and stuff like that. And if I were to do the whole thing and be a long video, too long. But I did show you some of my scary stuff for Halloween, some of my themes for Halloween, and some of the stuff I really love. My Universal monsters, of course, are close to my heart. Always will be. My dad raised me watching Dracula and Frankenstein and getting the popcorn out and enjoying some spooky stuff that's very rich history and steeped in history, and just the history around Dracula alone is something to talk to your kids about and have conversations about, and enjoy yourself during Halloween. And I am putting up skeletons in my yard. I'm redoing that. So when I get that done, I'll do a little shot of them with the camera to show you what I do. And I really like skeletons. I'm a big skeleton fan. And skulls and stuff. And I might even do a resin skull with you guys, because that'll be one of my art projects I can do. We'll do a resin skull. Maybe we'll make it an ombre style skull, so you can see how I do that with the resin and stuff. That'd be fun. That might actually be my next video, because it is Halloween time and I want to do some Halloween themed stuff. And I hope you guys enjoy your Halloween. I hope you enjoy your fall time. I hope you get your pumpkin spice lattes and your pumpkin breads and your popcorn. You watch your scary movies and cuddle in with people that you love, and that's what it's all about. And happy fall, happy Halloween.
Like, subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
And see you sooner than later.
And see you sooner than later. Thank you for being patient and waiting for another video to come out. And I appreciate you guys very much. Bye-bye.